Hello, and how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're a returning viewer, I'm glad to have you back, and welcome to another episode of Resident Evil 8 Knife Run only. In the last episode, we defeated Alcina and put the castle behind us. We actually did that quite quickly, and actually did it a lot faster than I thought. In today's episode, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the house with the red chimney, get our first key upgrade, and then we're going to do Adonis' house. I do apologize for the yawning. If I make any mistakes in this episode, I do apologize. I not feeling too good today. Head hurts and just overall not feeling great. So I do apologize. But at the end of the day, I wanted to get another video out for you guys. So let's grab our drinks, grab our snacks, and let's get into this. Okay, so we are doing very good. All right, let's go. What do we? Oh, win this game. Okay. So before we do anything, I want to get my favorite treasure in this game, and that's just down here in the basement of this house over here. Right here, Mr. Teddy Bear. Maybe it's because he reminds me of a bear that I have, although mine's in a lot better condition than that one. Okay, so now let's continue on. Go through here. I first started to record this episode, and for some reason my HDR was off, and it was really dark, and I couldn't tell why. And when I switched it back on, I could see a lot better. So it was really weird. Anybody else have that problem? Let me know in the comments if anybody else's settings randomly turn off. Oh, there's our first zombie of the episode. I know he's not actually a zombie, but as I said in other episodes, that's what I call all enemies, zombies. Okay, so fun fact, if you do not have the 1911 handgun on your first playthrough, this is where you get it. So we need to do 070408. So 0, I think I said 7. I should have went the other way. 04, whoops. Oh, I went too far, I'm thinking. Sorry, guys. And open. Also, if you look at that window too long, a zombie will appear. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Since the beginning of the episode, we don't really have to rush too much. I'll show you what I mean. So, it's like, oh man, discover, we just sit here for a few seconds, and a zombie should show up. No? You know what? Maybe he only jumps out before you open that. Oh well, whatever. We do, however, have a bunch of them over here, so this is going to be interesting. So let's go. We're just going to avoid them as much as I can. Now, I was disappointed kind of in this part. I was kind of hoping a zombie guy was going to jump down or something. But he never does. Now, we got to be careful because there's going to be guys here. There's also an armored guy too. We just got to be really quick at this. There's Mr. Armor Man. Come on, come on, hurry up. There we go. And we can just climb up this ladder. Now I can ignore all of the animals because I made all the food products to increase your reload speed and your health and all that. So I don't need to do that again. Oops. Okay. And again, anything we get, excuse me, I can just sell it. Okay.
Damn it. Better see the Duke again.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's go. So I wonder, excuse me, I wonder if all the zombies disappeared. And I noticed another pop-in, pop-out texture. This right here, if you look at these here, watch. Boop, they're gone. They're there. They're gone. Oh man. This game, in terms of objects and textures disappearing, this game is worse than Resident Evil 4. Okay. How was it? Blah, blah, blah. Alright. Okay. I guess kind of put that there. Alright, let's go. So, another thing I wanted to mention. On your way back here, it's not here now, but on your way back, there's actually a gem that's on one of these stones. But you can only get it when you come back.
Ethan.
What?
Ethan, come with me. There's something I have to tell you.
Mia? What's going on?
Oh, I really hate the forced walking sections.
Rose feels different. Ethan, you have to fix her.
What the hell is this?
Everyone leaves me. Even Rose. I don't want to be alone.
This can't be real. Am I losing it? What's going on?
Okay, here we are in our loading screen elevator. They do the same thing in Moreau's area too. There's an unnecessary elevator. So I don't know if I mentioned this in my original playthrough. Like this is what, probably 4 years ago, a long time ago. Like I said, um, the original storyline for this family is that they were a bunch of doctors, and I guess they all killed themselves. They jumped off of the waterfall. Whether that's actually true or not, I don't know if that was the original storyline, but that's what was circulating around for a really, really long time. And no one really said anything against it. Um, so I'm not too sure, but apparently that's the original storyline. I kind of like that, them being doctors a little bit more than them being doll makers personally. Yeah, okay. So this section isn't all that hard either, if I'm being totally honest. I really like the design of the house. The house is beautiful, but overall, this whole part, just like the castle, is very, very short. The longest part of the game is actually Heisenberg's, but even then, you can get through that real quick too, if you're not doing any of the extra side stuff, like getting the ball for the treasure puzzle thing. If you're just rushing through it, doing the main stuff, it doesn't take that long. Overall, this game isn't very long or really very hard, if I'm being totally honest. The only thing that I found hard, and it's more so because of the way how it's designed, was the mercenaries. The mercenaries in this game, in my opinion, is the worst version of mercenaries of all the Resident Evil games. The original Resident Evil 3 one was pretty good. The Resident Evil 4 one, as much as I don't like Resident Evil 4, it's probably my favorite one. Raid mode I really liked in the Revelations games because they're basically like mercenaries.
What?
Oh man.
Wait, where's my gun?
And to be honest, I don't know where I was going with that. I feel like I'm just rambling, so I'm just going to let you guys watch me play for a little bit, and I'm going to stop talking for, a few minutes.
Why is this here?
So hopefully you guys are still here, and you guys didn't get bored while I was gone. Um, you can see the little hints of the end of the game in little parts like that, like, oh, I can't tell Ethan anything. Stuff like that. Alright, let's see here. Whole Wide World, Lexus Fairy Tale. Okay, Whole Wide World. Lexus Fairy Tale. I think Gift from Grandma. I think that's it. No. Yeah, 3, baby. Oh, there we go. Wish you could skip this. Okay. Okay, you can just ignore the phone. You don't need to answer it. Okay, let me through it. There we go. Okay. Oh, right, we gotta cut the center. Okay, there we go. I don't understand the point of having a well in your own house. At least like this, anyway. Oh, and now it's all dark in here. And she's gone. Alright, let's go. To be honest, the baby part, I know a lot of people online thought it was like the most scariest thing in the entire universe. Personally, I thought it was funny. Especially when it's like, wah, mama, making, and it's laughing and all that. I personally found that funny. I don't really find things like that scary. That's just me, personally. I mean, if it made you scared, I mean, I guess obviously the game did its job, but personally, it didn't really do anything for me. Where am I going? Going the wrong way. This way. There we go. This. Okay. And now we gotta go back to the white door where we need to put the relief on it. And now baby's gone. I'd like to know where Ethan got his flashlight from. Because if you remember, at the beginning of the game, he didn't come here on his own free will. He was actually being transported, right? So he wouldn't even have had a chance to grab anything at all. I mean, at least in Resident Evil 7, he was coming from his home, so, maybe he would have had a flashlight in his car. We didn't see him grab it, but maybe he brought it with him. But in terms of 8, it makes no sense for him to have a flashlight. I'm kind of hoping that in 9, Grace finds a flashlight, or she brings one with her, and it's not just magically, like, Like, I know we see her. It's either her or Alyssa with a flashlight. Alright, we can go now. And then, when we're done this part, we'll see where we are for time. Because, silly me, I have not been keeping an eye on it. So hopefully the video is not too long right now. We want to go that way. And as for this part here, you can't actually get captured unless you run toward it. Even though it's coming, you'd think, oh no, it's gonna get me. It's going slow enough that, it gives you enough time to just walk in. See? Just like that. Alright, so let's take a look-see. We are at 24 minutes. It's a good thing I checked my time. So when we're done this, I guess this will be the end of the episode. And then the next episode, I guess we'll be doing Moreau. We're getting through this game real quick, actually. I didn't think, there'd be maybe 5 or 6 episodes of this, and that's it. Crazy. Maybe 7 tops. I don't know. I know that, the big boss guy for Chris, that might split the video into 2 episodes. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that'll have to be one long one. I don't know how I'm going to tackle that, because I remember when I was originally recording that fight took like a half an hour. It's quite a long time. So I'll deal with that when I get to that. Alright, we'll just skip this. I believe the first one is upstairs. Because it's always the same. I wish we could have explored more of the house. Not so much the basement. I honestly didn't care for the basement.
Everything would be better if Rose wasn't born.
Fucking monster.
Okay, so let's go to the second one. Now, it's either the hallway one, or is it this? No, so it must be the hallway one then. If it's not, then it's near the TV. Because there's only set places that she is, and... Okay, so it's probably in the living room area. Yep.
You do this to Rose too.
And our last one. There we go.
You're never going to get out of here. Stupid idiot! What are you doing to my cute friends?
It's over. Mia, I'll make things right. What? Good. I need to get out of this place.
Okay, so now we have our next piece. Okay, look at that.
So that's who was behind all this? That makes two.
Yeah, I really wish we could explore more. There's a couple of places you can't go. Like there's a room up here. Doopy doopy doo. There's a hallway here you can't go to, which is unfortunate. There's a door there that's blocked. Yeah, the bedroom. But yeah, like it's unfortunate that like you can't explore more of this place. I feel it's kind of rushed, to be honest. Especially when you play through it more than once, you're like, yeah, you can kind of see certain things where it, at least in my opinion, it feels like we're rushed. The castle could have been a lot longer. The setup was great. The exploring was good. The atmosphere, it was great. I like the enemies there, because they feel like the classic zombies from Resident Evil 1 and 2 and 3, and Veronica, if I'm going to keep mentioning things. But just having a little tiny bit more cognitive function to be able to use, melee weapons. I liked that. That's why I kind of like Heisenberg's as well, because it has like those zombie-like enemies as well. I don't really care for the Lycans, if I'm being totally honest. The whole mythological being thing, to me personally, it wasn't for me. I know a lot of people who do like it. Not to point out any group of people, but that's mostly newer fans or fans that started with Resident Evil 4 who enjoy that that kind of stuff. As for me, obviously, I'm an original player, so I like the standard classic, zombies and virus mutations and stuff. Not like the mold was put on this guy, so this is what he turned into. I mean, obviously, the viruses were injected into people, but you guys get what I mean. Also, in my opinion, I felt like the Umbrella logo. I think I mentioned this already, but I felt like I don't know why this guy always blocks you. Okay, get out of my way. Zombie. See, like, these enemies I like. They're not hard to kill. I mean, on harder difficulties they are. But I like them because they resemble, you know, the classic type zombies. I like them a lot. I wish there were more of those guys. Where am I going? Right here. I almost went past them. Okay, so we are sitting at, let's check our time here, 30 minutes. We have, oh, we can make more health items. That's great. And, you know, I'm just going to discard it. It's no point. Alright, let's move these down here. Okay, so our next area, I think, is this. That's unlocked. And, oh yeah, we got that big boss guy to fight. Okay, so we're going to do that in the next episode. I'm going to end this here. We're about half an hour in. Let's save this right here. And let's end the episode. So that was today's episode of Resident Evil 8 Knife Run. I do apologize for going silent for a little bit there, but I felt like I started to ramble. I talked about difficulties and whatever else, and I lost track of what I was talking about, and then I randomly started talking about mercenaries, and like I said, I'm a little bit off today, so I do apologize for that random spew of whatever I was saying. That's why I was like, guys, I gotta go quiet for a little bit. But if you did enjoy this episode, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun kind of stuff. And we're going to get into Moreau. Good thing we have all that health, because I can see us using quite a bit of health on him. So let's do him in the next episode, and I will see you guys in that next episode. I hope you all have a wonderful day.